There's never been more challenges and there's never been more opportunities to profit. Let's talk about it. Welcome to Newsletter Guru TV, your show with a boatload of smart marketing and business building advice and a little fun along the way.
This episode of Newsletter Guru TV is brought to you by No Hassle Newsletters, the secret to getting boatloads of more profitable repeat business and the customer referrals you deserve.
Hey everybody, Jim Palmer, the Newsletter Guru, coming to you from a very early and chilly Marsh Creek Lake. I don't know if you can see it, but there's actually fog rolling off the lake. It's the first chilly day in August, so it's actually like 62 degrees, which seems kind of chilly after the 102 degrees days we've been facing. But you know what? There are so many challenges that we face as entrepreneurs. But you know what? For every challenge, there are at least 2 or 3 opportunities to build a business, a new revenue stream, and profit from that challenge. And that's what we're going to talk about this morning. Let's go paddling.
You know, sometimes in life, we all face adversity. Holy smokes, I sounded like my father. Oh, Jim, you sound very old. All right, let's take 2 on that. You know, I think as entrepreneurs, we can all learn things when we go through adversity. How's that? Does that sound a little younger anyway? But you know, I enjoy reading a ton of books. One of the books I read was, oh doggone, I can't think of the name. I think it was Get Fired and Get Fired Up or something like that. But it was a book that told stories. It was a book that told stories of how very successful entrepreneurs, many names that you all know today, really got started because they initially got fired from their job. So that was certainly some adversity, and in fact, that was one of the stories of how I started my business. And I'll tell you a little bit about that in a second. But one of the things that, you know, pretty much, you know, 3 to 4 days a week, I coach entrepreneurs and small business owners on the phone, so I hear a lot of stories. And one of the things I hear is it seems like every time we turn around, there's another challenge, another fork in the road, or just another question maybe, if we want to keep kind of a positive spin on it. So there's another question about what road we're going down, what direction our business is going. But one of the great things about working with a coach or in a mastermind group, and I work with coaches myself, so I'm not just doing a coach commercial here, is that when you talk with someone else about the choices or the adversities or challenges in your business, somebody else will see a clear path forward. And many times that clear path forward, it will actually turn into opportunity, okay? You know, I happen to believe in my personal life, you know, we grow through adversity, and when we're challenged, you know, we become stronger and things like that, and nobody likes going through challenges. I'm a big old whiner myself when I'm going through something really hard, but you know, you always end up coming out the other side. And one of the things I think about these times, you know, the economy that we have and some of the challenges that we face as entrepreneurs and small business owners, there's also a ton of opportunity. So what I want to talk to you a little bit about this morning as we paddle, and the sun just broke over the trees. You could probably see it in my face. So man, the fog is incredible. So one of the things I want to talk to you this morning about is adversity, and when you face adversity, how can you turn it into opportunity in your business? So my backstory real quick, if you're not familiar with it, is in 2000, in July of 2000, for the first time since I was 15 years old, and I think I was 41 at the time, my position was eliminated. I was VP of marketing for this training company, and I suddenly found myself out of work. Now that turned into a 15-month ordeal of unemployment, which just crushed my confidence and my self-esteem. We lost our, you know, the savings we had, and we were racking up debt, and about 13 months later, I was diagnosed with stage 2 melanoma. So now you know why I always wear 50 PSF shirts and hats and all the crazy stuff to stay out of the sun. And so in October of 2001, after being unemployed for 14 or 15 months, having no money, racking up debt, just battled back from my surgery to get rid of the cancer. Guess what I did? I started a business, you know. I thought, let's start a business. Let's take control of my life is really what I was thinking about. And so I learned to turn that adversity and that really low place in my life into a business. Now, interestingly enough, the second time adversity or challenge, I'll call this a challenge, happened was about 4 years later, 5 years later. I had developed this business where I was writing and designing newsletters for companies and associations, chambers of commerce. And, I just battled and battled and battled. In fact, my first full year in business is what I now affectionately refer to as revenue free. Okay, so it's a nice way of saying Jim was a slow starter. It took him 12 months to get his first client. But after I did that, I kept going, and in about 4 to 5 years, I had 20 or 25 corporate clients, and I was doing pretty well, making money financially, and we started battling back. But then one day, Stephanie asked me, Jim, when are we going on vacation? We haven't been on vacation in like 6 years, and that was like a shock to my system, because it actually presented a major challenge, because the business I had built was one of me. It was all about me. In other words, if I wasn't writing and designing, if I wasn't overseeing printing and mailing of the newsletters, if I wasn't meeting with my clients, there was no business being done, and that was a challenge. And so I had to think about it, and that's when I turned my business around. I got into internet marketing and developed no hassle newsletters, and on it goes. So I won't go into that whole story, but each time I used challenge and adversity to overcome and do something better. Late last fall, I co-wrote a book with my good friend Martin Howie, certainly the premier consultant and coach, and he trains and sets up profitable consultants throughout the world, really. It's just such an honor to be friends with Martin. He's such an inspiration. But so I was meeting with Martin, and Martin had overcome stage 4 cancer. In fact, months before, he really did not have a good outlook. In fact, it was very, very grim, and I just even hate saying the words. But Martin battled back from 9 months of chemo and surgeries, and his doctors pronounced him cancer-free. And so we decided to write a book and share the stories that we each had of overcoming challenge and adversity. And, one of the stories, well, there's a couple stories in the book. Martin and I are good friends with some pretty successful entrepreneurs, and we interviewed 9 of them. Anyway, the book is called, by the way, It's Okay to Be Scared But Never Give Up. And here's what I want you to know. Boy, Jim seems to be talking a lot about his business and his books. I never script this, folks. This is just what comes out. So you should check out this book, It's Okay to Be Scared But Never Give Up. There's stories, some incredible odds that people overcome. Let me just tell you 2 of them really quick. So Martin and I are good friends with super coach Melanie Benson-Strick and Adam Urbanski's just an awesome entrepreneur. And both these people have achieved some very high levels of success in their business, but they each, even after overcoming significant odds and then achieving high levels of success, they had some major challenges in their business. Adam did some things, and as he tells his story in the book, he really kind of mismanaged money and stopped doing smart things that he knew that he needed to do in his business, and his business kind of really tanked, and he had to really battle back and build it again, which is just incredibly inspirational. And Melanie actually kind of had what she calls the perfect storm of the market crashing and some partnerships that didn't work out, and she went into a serious kind of financial tailspin. Well, both of these folks have battled back, and their stories are highly inspirational.
Hey everybody, it's Jim Palmer. Listen, I am editing this video you're watching right now, and as I look at the clock, it's like 18 minutes. I had no idea I talked that long when I was paddling this morning, but here's the deal. I'm going to stop it now. As I told you at the very beginning, this is part 1, but next week you've got to come back, because I gave you 3 or 4 examples of done-for-you businesses that you can start, or ideas that I had for people that want to do something else. So we're going to stop it now, because I don't want to put out an 18-minute video and not have you watch it. So we're going to stop here. I didn't mean it to be a 2-part. That's just the way it's working out. This is the end of part 1. Come back next week. You don't want to miss this. I went on and I just talked off the top of my head while I was paddling my kayak, and I give some really good ideas on done-for-you business, B2B businesses that you might want to consider doing. So I will see you next week. This is Jim Palmer, the newsletter guru, and I'm signing off from the editing business. Take care.
I think challenge equals opportunity, and there are tons of opportunities because there are challenges every day that we meet as entrepreneurs. Stay strong, everybody. Stay strong. Overcome the challenges, work through, and recognize, hey, if I did this, How can I profit from it by helping other people? Okay, if you have learned something or benefited, if I've given you a warm, fuzzy feeling on this very chilly, foggy day here on Marsh Creek, I'd appreciate it very much if you would share this information with folks that you care about, or folks that you know, or maybe just folks that follow you or friend you on Facebook. It's very easy to do. Somewhere right along here is going to be a share button. If you would just click that share button, that'll post it on your news feed. Leave a comment about it. That'd be great. Leave a comment for me. I always love hearing from you. And before the day's out, look for ways that you can add more value to what it is that you do for your clients, because when you add more value to what it is that you're doing for your customers, your clients, and your patients, they're going to stay longer. And when they do, it is a proven fact. When they stay longer, they're going to spend more and they're going to refer more. That is always a good thing. Until next episode, this is Jim Palmer, and I am committed. You know, oh gosh, I don't know. I have that voice in my head, and my wife goes, yeah, you're darn right, you're committed now. My name is Jim Palmer, the Newsletter Guru. I am committed to helping you build a more profitable business faster, and I'll see you on the next episode. Take care, everybody.